We are at the end of February 2024 and you know what it means. Well, you probably don't know it, but it means that I've been on YouTube for a full year now. Back in August, I gave you guys a 6 months update letting you know as transparently as I could how much money this channel has generated from AdSense in the first 6 months, and I figured out that now that a full year went by, it's the best time to show you the full picture. And honestly, after that first 6 months, things changed a lot. Since this channel is all about money and finance, by making this video, I'm still within the niche, and furthermore, there are a lot of people that are genuinely curious and I'm happy to share. And for everybody that is still at the early stages of having a YouTube channel or is thinking about starting a YouTube channel, I know that you guys are really motivated from videos like this. Along with the analytics, I will share with you useful tips and tricks on how to get monetized fast and how to make more money once you're monetized. And before I start revealing the numbers, don't forget to like this video since it helps the channel tremendously. Subscribe and comment down below your best guess on how much money I've made on YouTube, and then see if you were right or wrong. Now, my first month on YouTube was the month of February, and I posted my first video on 16th of February together with a couple of shorts. It's not that I was getting a lot of views, and since this was the very first month on YouTube, I hadn't reached the monetization requirements yet, so for this month there were no ads shown on my videos and there was no revenue at all. In the month of March, I decided to change strategy and post very long videos in order to reach the YouTube monetization requirements. If you take a look on the graph in here, you will notice that by the end of March, I started to get more views than before, and it was around this time that I finally reached the monetization requirements of having more than 1,000 subscribers on my channel and 4,000 hours of watch time, mainly from the long form videos I posted earlier. I immediately applied for monetization at the end of March, but I wasn't approved till the beginning of April. So for the month of March as well, I made a whopping $0. Moving over to the month of April, this was the first month I was monetized. I was posting 2 times per week, even though you cannot see the videos in here because most of them are set to private now, and yet I was only getting a couple of views per day. On my first day of being monetized, I made $0.03, which was far away from what I was expecting, but I will tell you why it was that low in a second. During my first month of being monetized on YouTube, I only made $1.52 and the RPM for my channel was at $1.16. Now, you might be wondering, why is the RPM so low even though you were posting videos that were related to finance and real estate? Just to give you an idea how low it was, I must tell you that to other bigger channels that were posting pretty much the same content, YouTube was paying anywhere between $20 to $30 per 1,000 views as opposed to $1 that it was giving to me. The reason my RPM was so low was because on my videos, YouTube was actually showing ads that were rather general than finance related. So even though my video was about side hustles and making money online, the ads showing on my videos were about cookies, chocolate and supermarkets. I believe that YouTube does that in order to protect its advertisers from some unethical methods newly monetized channels might practice. However, you will see that in the upcoming months, things have changed tremendously. In the month of May, I started to take things more seriously and even invested in a $4,000 camera. I was still getting a few views, but my RPM was improving, and this month I made $5.69. Around this time, I was still experimenting with editing, thumbnails and making videos in general, but I was yet far away from creating decent videos. In the month of June, I finally reached my first over 1,000 views per day. In terms of revenue, I managed to go over the $1 per day mark, and on some days I even managed to make $5 even though I did not post or work on that particular day. In the month of July, I got 80,000 views, but since these were pretty much all views from shorts, I didn't make any significant amount of money from this at all. Furthermore, it was around this time that I took a break from the channel and went on vacation, and surely the channel didn't get any views or revenue during these days. Now, starting in August and after, things are about to get a little bit better. I was finally feeling like my videos were decent, and now I stopped putting most of my videos in private. I started to get more views and more subscribers, and on my best day I was making $4 for a total of $13 in the month of August. Now, the month that really changed the entire channel was the month of September, since I particularly posted one video, and I'm talking about this video in here. Ever since I posted this video on 13th of September, it hasn't stopped bringing me views, subscribers, and revenue on a regular basis. I think that the reason this video brings so many views is because it addresses a real issue for most of the small creators out there, and the main traffic source is the YouTube search. Anyway, the month of September brought me $10 in revenue. Moving over to the month of October, you might notice that I started uploading videos that were related to dropshipping in an attempt to try and target a new audience that would generate me more revenue. I thought that creating videos that were related to dropshipping would force the YouTube algorithm to show e-commerce ad on my videos, and as a result I would make more money because we all know that the dropshipping ads pay so much more. But even on the new dropshipping videos I started to post, I was still seeing furniture and cookies ads. So my RPM was still relatively low and I only made $13. Stay with me because something changes soon. By November, I was averaging 200 views per day, and most of the views were coming from the video I posted back in 13th of September, and in total for this month I made $17. Moving over from the month of November to December, you will see that I got almost double the amount of views, mainly due to the fact that I started to be more consistent with uploads and started to play a little bit more with the thumbnails. I had $33 added to my AdSense balance, and on 22nd of December I received my very first payment on my bank account, which after removing the $14 worth of taxes left me with a whopping $70 on my bank account, which isn't much, but it has to start from somewhere. In January 2024 I had my best month so far with 14,000 views, 700 hours of watch time, 200 subscribers and $55 in revenue. Now during this month I noticed that finally on my videos YouTube was showing ads that were related to my content. I knew that the e-com ads would pay more, and I was honestly not so surprised making $13 on a day I didn't post at all. Right after that I posted another video showing how I tried Shopify dropshipping with no money, and as videos were picking up, by the end of the month I was having $4 days and $6 days. The month of February is not over yet, but I'm already noticing a higher RPM and an upward trend while averaging a little bit more than $2 per day. Now I'm pretty sure that by now you already know how much money I've made on my first year in YouTube, but for the ones that would like to see the full picture, in the last 365 days I've made around $220, which isn't much, but at least this trend in here seems promising. Let me know in the comments down below if it was more or less than you expected. And honestly for me it was a lot less, since based on the videos of other YouTubers revealing their analytics, I thought that the RPM would have been at least above $20. $220 is not a livable income in any country regardless of where you live in the world, so let's say that I'm not yet at the position where I can quit my job and do YouTube full time. But yet this whole concept of making money from a laptop and a camera seems pretty cool. Most of the creators out there don't even reach the stage of making a dime from YouTube, since it might be hard for them to reach the monetization goals. And even after you get monetized, it might happen that you spend 20 to 30 hours creating a video only to see it getting 20 cents and then completely die off to never get a single view in the future again. Well, YouTube might be quite hard sometimes, specifically when you're a small creator and not getting views or impressions. If you want to get out of that stage, you might want to check this video in here where I show you how a small creator can get actual views.